Welcome to day 10. You've made it. Whether you have done every single day, day 1, up through day 10, or whether you have done a few here and there, you have sat down and you have given yourself time and space to do inner work. Even if this is your first class, you are giving yourself space to do this inner work. And that is so important. It's so powerful and it's empowering. And I hope that you feel really good to have done that. I want you to really internalize what it means that you showed up for yourself, because not everybody is doing this. Some people just ignore it, but you are in the arena. You are diving into your darkness so that you can bring the light to the surface. You're experiencing a truer version of yourself than you ever have. And I'm so grateful that you have showed up, and I hope you're feeling that same level of gratitude. So today we're diving into maybe my favorite body, although I love all of them, the radiant body. The radiant body's magnetic attraction gives us courage. It was given so that we can influence, and also so that we can prosper and we can become abundant and magnetic for the things that we want in our lives. You've heard probably a lot about manifesting and creating your reality, and your radiant body is part of how you do that, by making your radiant body strong and attractive and magnetic and full of the positive. You were born to experience the positive and experience happiness. That is your birthright. But this positivity really comes to you when you're more balanced in your identity. And that's what working with all of these 10 bodies has been about, balancing all of the bodies. But I know that you struggle with fear, and I know that you struggle with anxiety or stress or excess worry. Maybe it's about the small things or the big things. Maybe you have negative thoughts going in your head and ruminating all the time. And our radiant body can't shine as brightly and can't be as positive when it's weighed down by fear. So this is a body that's really going to help you experience that calmness. It's going to help you strengthen your radiant body so that you have more courage and more conviction, and so that you are able to create the reality that you want to. That peace, that knowing, that purpose, all of those things are connected to this radiant body. So let's go ahead and get into it. You know what we do. First thing is to tune in with our mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Eyes closed, look in and up to the third eye point, and rub the palms together. Bring the hands to heart center. Big inhale through the nose. Squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Hold them up. And exhale through the mouth. Let them drop. Again, inhale. Squeeze the shoulders up. Squeeze them up tight. Hold them up. Hold the breath. And exhale through the mouth. Let them drop. And let's inhale to tune in together. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands down. Arms come up, triceps parallel to the ground, palms up, pointing towards the ceiling, fingertips point towards the sides of the room. Eyes closed, look in and up to the third eye point, just holding the arms up, no movement, just breathing long and deep in and out through the nose. And begin. This posture makes me feel like a genie that just popped out of a lamp, ready to grant myself all the wishes that I could ever imagine and dream of, because that is what I'm doing. I work and I sit in this Kundalini practice every single day to master my energy, to get a hold of my vibration and to say, universe, I want this. Deliver me this or something better. And when you become a vibrational match for what you want, whether that's peace or love, and all of the things that you associate with that, that's when the universe says, I can give you exactly that. But when you're struggling with negativity and fear and confusion, the universe doesn't know what to give you except more of those things. You sitting here says to the universe, I know what I want. This is what I want. Please help me get there. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center in prayer pose, and just long, deep breathing here. hands to the knees and begin Sufi Grind. So inhale, bring the chest forward. Exhale, round the spine back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, rounding back. Eyes are closed, looking to the third eye point. Open up the hips, open up the torso, open up that heart chakra, and wake up that Kundalini energy. Sufi grinds are so gentle on the spine. So even if you have any issues with your back, your neck, your hips, tightness, or previous injuries, this is such a great gentle movement to awaken that Kundalini energy and really generate new heat in the body. Unlocking those chakras, becoming a master of your own energy, of your own domain, your space and the space around you. The most powerful thing that you can do is to own your power, and your power exists in your energy, in your intention, in your breath. This practice is a reminder of that every second. Inhale, come center. And exhale, just release the breath, release the hands into the lap. Taking a couple long, deep breaths. Noticing in just those 3 short postures how you already feel lighter. The mind is starting to quiet. You're still having thoughts, but you're not attaching to them. They're just going in and out. You're fully embracing this moment of listening to your true self, getting to know your true self. Inhale. Exhale, relax, you can open your eyes. Coming on to tabletop position. Hands underneath of the shoulders, knees underneath of the hips. Center the right knee in the middle of your mat and then lift the leg up so that it's parallel to the ground. Now, this may be your full expression, which is okay, but if you can, you are reaching back with the right hand to grab the left ankle. And then you're holding it up, and we'll be doing breath of fire here. If you can't do this, you can always grab the ankle a little bit lower, even resting your knee on the ground. This is a great modification, or you can just hold the leg up. So find your expression of this posture. Eyes closed, look to the third eye point, and begin breath of fire. Holding on to that ankle, don't let it drop, don't release it. Keep holding, keep breathing. You can do this. Push through it. Push through the pain. Challenge yourself to see what's happening differently. This isn't to cause pain. It's to break through the block that pain presents to you mentally. Whenever your body says, I can't do it anymore, if your mind says, yes, you can, go a little further, you become more resilient. You become more able, more capable of doing hard things. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knee, drop the hand, knees wide. Sit back into child's pose just for a few seconds here. Left ear to the mat. Opening up and releasing tension in those hips. Just take one more breath. And exhale. Come back up. Center the left knee in your mat. In the center of your mat. Raise that right leg up. Grab onto it with the left hand. You can center your right arm if that's more balanced for you. Hold this posture and begin breath of fire. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knee. Bring the knees wide, arms out long. Sit back in a child's pose. Right ear comes to the mat. Inhale and slowly come back up to a seated posture. You did great. Very energizing, detoxifying, but challenging. I know, and you did amazing. Come sitting with your knees bent and your hands behind you, palms facing or fingers facing towards the back of the room. Walk your legs out a little bit further and separate them about hip distance apart. We're gonna do a bridge pose here. So we inhale and lift the hips up, squeezing the glutes at the top, and we exhale, lowering them down. Your eyes can be open or closed for this, whichever makes more sense for you. If you want to keep them closed and stay inward, if you feel like you need them a little bit open. Normally I have mine just a little open so that I can just see that I'm coming up parallel, at least for the first couple repetitions. But otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Good. Inhaling up. Exhale down, and you can adjust your hands or your legs if you need to. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Keep going, trying to keep those arms straight. Feet planted firmly onto the mat. Make adjustments as you need to. Lifting up, squeeze the glutes at the top, push the pelvis up high, activating the lower abdominals, the shoulders, the calves. Feeling strong in your feet and strong in your hands. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you lower down. As soon as your tailbone hits the mat, going right back up. A fluid motion with the fluidity of the breath. You're almost there. Last few seconds. Stay with it. Inhale up. And exhale, lower down. Stretch the legs out. You can do a little forward fold, releasing that low back. Stretching out in between the shoulder blades. You can kind of swing the arms a few times. Maybe stretch out the triceps a little bit. Do what feels good. Take some wiggles and some movement here. And then come all the way up to standing. For this posture, you're going to come bending forward. Arms are out. Hands face each other, but they're not touching. There's a good 6 to 8 inches in between them. And then in this posture, you're going to bend the left knee slightly and raise the right leg up to parallel. Now, you can hold on to something for balance if that's better for you, or a modification is just to hold it lower or to keep the toe on the floor. But you want your torso to be parallel with the ground. We're only doing this on the right side just for 1 minute. So I want you to challenge yourself here. Try to hold this posture, engage the core, so really kind of tuck the pelvis, squeeze that navel in, and hold that core, and that's what's going to really help you hold this posture. All right, let's begin. Fold forward, leg out, holding, looking down at the ground, long deep breathing in and out through the nose. Left knee is slightly bent, not locked out. Doing your best. You're doing great. Only 45 seconds left. I know it's challenging. It's hard for me too. You can see me shaking. 35 more seconds. You're doing great. We're already halfway. You guys can do this. Keep that core engaged. Squeeze the core tight. Activate the muscles of the legs. Squeeze them like you're trying to squeeze the inner thighs together. 20 more seconds. Focus and hold. You're almost there. Breathe longer and deeper when it gets harder. I'm shaking all over too. I know it's really hard. It's really, really hard. Last 10 seconds. Hold it here. Do not move. Just let your body shake. Let yourself be challenged. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the hands. Drop the leg. Shake it out. You did amazing. That one is so hard. My body shook the whole time too. But you did amazing. For the next pose, we're doing a standing crow squat. So your feet are about hip distance apart, toes pointing pretty significantly outward, and the arms come up overhead in prayer pose, so the hands are together. So we inhale as we lower down into a crow, and we exhale as we stand up. If you can't go all the way down into crow, you can just do a little half squat, all right? That's your modification. Only 1 minute, guys. That's it. And then you have one posture after this. You're doing amazing. Let's begin. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Eyes open or closed, or slightly open as you're focusing a little bit on the floor for balance. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. You're already halfway done. Last 15 seconds. Keep going. One more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale and drop the hands. Great job. Come sitting down onto your mat. Come lying all the way down onto your back. Your last posture. And it's a little bit more of a relaxing posture. Legs come up to 90 degrees and arms come up to 90 degrees. Palms face each other, holding this posture. Eyes closed, look to the third eye point. Long, deep breathing.
This is your last posture of this last Kundalini yoga set together in these beautiful 10 days. Go inward. Every inhale, Sat. Every exhale, Nam. Mentally chanting and vibrating that mantra, knowing that truth is your identity, that you are truth. And now you know how to access that truth.
Inhale. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest, release the lower back, and then lower your legs all the way down. Extend your feet, palms come up by your sides. Just let your feet open up. And just rest here, long, deep breathing. You did such a great job. I'm so proud of you. Inhale. Bring the knees into the chest one at a time. Rock a few times side to side. It's massaging the lower back. And then the same thing. Up and down the spine. And come all the way up into a seated posture. Bring your hands to heart center. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May you find peace in your practice. May you carry peace in your life. Sat Nam. Give yourself a bow. I love you. I am so proud of you. I'm so impressed by you. I am so happy that you did 1, 5, or all 10 classes and that you sat down and did the work. I know that these sets give you an amazing experience of a version of you that you may never have experienced before, and that's such a beautiful thing. So we may be done with these 10 days together, but we are just getting started. My signature program, Camp Kundalini, is all about anxiety relief. We utilize the methods of Kundalini yoga and meditation, as well as creative workshops, mindset sessions, and one-on-one and group coaching, and some crystals and Reiki in there too, to help you find the best tools that work for you for your anxiety. So you'll practice Kundalini every day, and then we'll do a live Kundalini class together every week. And then in between that, we do a mindset session a week, a group coaching call a week. I coach you one-on-one through some homework that I have you do each week. And then we also do a creative workshop. And the creative workshops are there to give you spiritual and practical tools that could help you immensely with your anxiety relief. And I like to give you a taste of each one of these things, like crystals and sound healing and at-home facials and malas and all of these different things that you can use to bring you comfort and peace, so that you can find the ones that work for you. Everything isn't going to work for everybody. So in camp, the basis and foundation is using Kundalini yoga to experience more of that true self, more of that peace, and to help you break through that fear-based way of thinking. But I also want to give you other things, insight into other tools that have really helped me with my anxiety, so that you can look into those in your life as well. So whether you want help with your anxiety and your fear, or whether you want to further your spiritual journey and find your purpose and not be scared to show up and speak up and build your business or create your blog, or whatever it is that you want to do in this life, Camp Kundalini would be a great place for you. And applications are open right now. We start on June 15th. I want to have a conversation with you. So if you did these 10 days, you found these 10 days for a reason, you did this practice for a reason, and I know that it means something to you, and I know that it's done something in your life, and I would love to hear from you. Even if you're not applying for Camp Kundalini, I would love for you to send me an email and let me know what you thought about these 10 days. And if camp sounds like a good fit for you, I would love to have you apply. I take a very small number of campers, between 10 and 20, it just depends. And it's a very tight-knit, close family, and I get to know all of my campers one-on-one. Camp Kundalini has its own virtual Facebook group and an alumni Facebook group. And you get a one-on-one call with me at the beginning and at the end of camp. So you get to work directly with me. That was very important to me, because I want to make sure that I understand your story so that I know how I can best help you. So while it is a group program and a group virtual retreat, you get a lot of one-on-one attention from me so that I can help you with your story. This isn't to cover a blanket story. I get to know you and your fear and your anxiety story, and we really work to shift your mindset around your challenges and create your reality through mastering your energy. I love you. I can't say it enough. I'm really grateful that you did this with me, whether you did 1, 2, 5, or all 10 classes. I'm just so grateful that you showed up and that you took the time to sit down with yourself, because happiness and peace, it's not outside of you. If you keep looking for it outside of you, you won't find it. You might acquire more things, but you won't find it. It exists within you. And it's only when we sit down and we do this work and we meditate and we do yoga and we journal and we focus on what's happening within us that we can really access true happiness and true peace. I hope you got a glimpse of that, or maybe a lot of that, over these 10 days. And I would love to continue that journey with you. So I will have the link to Camp Kundalini below, and then you'll be hearing from me tomorrow too, just to give you some more information and details. I would love to work with you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll be talking to you soon. I love you. Sat Nam. Mwah. Bye.
Beautiful am I, bountiful am I, blissful am I.